What is good, everyone? Welcome to the Discord. I'm so grateful to have you guys here. The whole point of this Discord is to bring you guys as much value as I possibly can. So I'm going to be doing daily videos, weekly reviews, trade setup ideas, live trading. Everything's going to be done now through the Discord, and you guys can leave me feedback and we can all grow together as a community. So what I've done is I've locked out the Discord now. So everyone that comes in after you guys is going to be paying $50 per month to get access to this Discord and community. You guys are now the OG members of the ancestral trading community, and so I'm so grateful to have you guys here. Basically what that means is you now have lifetime access. Everyone that has the OG status, you are now lifetime free access into this community and Discord. So like I said, I'm just happy to have you guys here. What I'm going to do is we're going to jump now into the NASDAQ and we're going to do some just our daily review. And so we got, it is Monday, first day of the week. I don't normally trade Mondays or Fridays. Normally low volatility on those days. Intra-week is normally the best time for us to get trades from Tuesday to Thursday. My data just shows that Mondays and Fridays, more than not, I'll lose money on those days. So important for us to stick to our data. That is very important. Okay, so on the weekly chart here, we're just on the September contract. So we go up here, we hit NQ, and then we hit that down arrow September contract. And yes, what we can see here is we're obviously bullish to the upside. It's pretty obvious for us to look at this chart and go, okay, price is wanting to move to the upside. But what we've had is accumulation, manipulation to the downside. We had World War III manipulation there. It was never seen a manipulation like that before in my life. I haven't used that one before. Took out all that liquidity and then we expanded heavily to the upside. Now I'm expecting some sort of accumulation. At these all-time highs, I'm expecting some sort of accumulation. It's going to be a fight between the buyers and sellers. Where's price going to want to go? Are we going to continue moving up or are we going to come back down? And so there'll be some level of accumulation before we get a manipulation and then a move in a direction. Like I always say, we're not trying to predict price. We're just going to react to price when it occurs. And like you guys know, I'm a very short-term trader. I'm a scalp trader, so I can make money either way of the market very quickly on each side. So it doesn't bother me where price is going, but we use our higher time frames. We do our top-down analysis to work out where we think price is moving. And then we can align our lower time frame trades with that position, and the trades will move a lot faster in the bias direction that we identify. So what we can see here is on our weekly chart, we have this weekly imbalance here. So I'm expecting price to want to move back down into this level before possibly continuing this move to the upside. But that is an important point of interest in the market that I want to see price move into. If it moves into, I would be looking for sweeps and then a continuation move to the upside. So it's an important area to note on your chart. Let's drop down. Before we drop down, I just want you guys to note, we've taken out the previous week high and we've closed above it. So our new draw on liquidity would be our previous week high. Because we've closed out above that previous week high, we've closed up top here. We would expect price to want to gravitate up to that previous week high. So we want to see that reached at some stage throughout this week. So let's drop down now to the daily time frame, have a look what's going on here. I'll just remove these levels for you. It's important to note we've got this small daily imbalance here with these lows resting in the market. We had price come down, take out this low, then expand. And we had price come down again, take out that low, and then expand. It was a double manipulation. You could have gotten multiple trades there from that spot inside of this imbalance. It's actually inside a massive 4-hour imbalance as well. But what I would like to see is if we start trending to the downside, if we take our fib from that low to that high, that's our daily leg to the upside, rebalancing this range coming down into our optimal trade entry would be right at this bearish candle right here, which is our order block before this expansive move to the upside. So price could want to move down into this area, take out some lows in that area, and then we expand to the upside. And so that's why we don't want to predict what price is going to do, but if price moves down into here, I'll be looking for longs. After we take out these lows, I'll be looking for longs. If price gives me the right level, the right push to the upside, I would be looking for longs. Price breaks down from that level, continues to ride to the downside, I would wait for price to come all the way down into this order block before looking for longs to the upside, into that optimal trade entry that I just showed you, and then we can look for longs to the upside. But like I said, I'm probably going to be shorting it all the way down to these levels too, if we decide to move down. So I will put some trade ideas and stuff inside of the Discord as well, so you guys can see exactly what is going on when it happens. So sweet, guys. So that's the daily chart. Let's drop down a little bit further. We'll go down the hourly chart. What can we see here? I'm actually analyzing this as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, we can see we've got all those recent lows in the market there. So it's an obvious level for price to want to come down and just destroy before possibly moving up, or we break down, continue down to that level as I was talking about. So, but we can see here, because we're floating in all-time high territory, it's interesting to see what's going to happen. A lot of people are waiting for the news on the 9th. So it's important news with the tariffs on the 9th. Trump is speaking. So a lot of banks, they won't be trading until that news comes out on the 9th. So it's so important for you guys to not trade on that day and possibly just wait until that day the news is released, and then we can have some idea of where price is likely to go. If it's super bearish news, then obviously we know price is going to start moving to the downside. We want to kind of use our technical analysis, pair it with our fundamental analysis of what's going on in the world and in the market, and then we can make our ideas off that. So if we're just trading now, there's no real reason to be trading because there's no real setups currently in the market. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, what I can see is currently we are inside of this 4-hour imbalance. Price is failing to break below this 4-hour imbalance here. It's just supporting itself. It's moved to the upside. We've got this bearish imbalance. But when we have bullish imbalances to the upside and we're trending, making higher highs and higher lows, price will completely disrespect bearish imbalances. It'll just break straight through it if that's the case. But if we break through here, I would then test this area as an inversion fair value gap, looking for price to want to continue to the downside, back into this imbalance, back for these lows, back for this daily order block. That's what I would be looking for. So yeah, so important to mark out these levels on your chart. If we drop down now to the 15-minute time frame, just get rid of all this on the chart here. So I've got my time frames up, my kill zones, which you guys should know by now that I use these kill zone areas. So basically, got our Asian range just ranging at the moment as she does. We're inside of this gap that we had this new week opening gap to the upside. So price gapped up, we've come back down, and we have almost fully filled it. A couple of ticks off fully filling it. So I'm expecting price to probably want to move up here, hit this 15-minute inversion. 15-minute inversion here, and then continue possibly down to these lows or these lows in the market here as well. So price is looking pretty bearish for me today. We gapped up pretty heavily, and then we've just floated to the downside. Pretty low volatility as well. So not much going on here. There's no real trade. We're going to wait for London opening in a couple of hours, and I'll keep you guys updated with what price is doing there. But right now, look, as I said, I don't like to trade. Do not like to trade on Mondays. It's just not much volume at all in the market, so it's not the best time to be looking for trades. So yeah, if anything, I would like to see price come back down to that previous New York session low. That's a pretty obvious area in the market. Take out that Asian session low, continue down, possibly reaching that New York. Definitely going to get that Asian session low, that's for sure. But then possibly reaching down for that New York PM session that we had. I believe that's on, Friday. So heading down to that level would be our target for the day. If we get a nice move off that Asian session low, closing in this gap completely, then I would possibly look for a move to the upside from there, just to short back to our 1 minute 200 EMA, as you guys know as well. But yeah, if I was you guys, I wouldn't be trading today. I wouldn't be trading until after this tariff news on the 9th. I'd be sitting on my hands. That is what a professional trader does. Sitting on your hands is the most important thing you can do in trading. Trading every day is just not what we should be doing. So sweet guys, that's what I've got for you today. So not much on the cards. If I see anything coming up for London session, I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, I want to see definitely Asian session get taken here to the downside. It's probably where we're going to gravitate down to. And then if we get down to our New York PM session there, then we've probably got lower levels that we're probably going to be coming down to take. So, all right, guys. Well, as I said, welcome to the Discord. So grateful to have you guys here. It's going to be an absolute journey. I've got so many ideas I can't explain to you, but they're in the making. And so it's just going to be bringing you guys as much value as possible. I just want to have killer traders. That's it. I just want to have a team full of killer traders. And I know I've already got so many guys in here that know how to trade really well. So it's only going to get better. So, all right, guys, I will see you soon. I'll keep you updated in the Discord. Let's have a fucking fantastic day. See you guys.